What up, citizens? How is your day going? You guys having a good day? Having a good time? I hope so. I hope you all the best. Guys, want to have a little bit of Star Citizen discussion time? A little talky about what's happening, upcoming patches. How about that starlifter? I know everybody's waiting on that starlifter. Let me share some thoughts of mine about the starlifter, because I'm seeing a lot of guys talking about which one's best, which one isn't best, which one you should buy, which one you shouldn't buy. I'm gonna be straight up. The one you should purchase is the one that makes you happy. Because whether you grind for it in the game or you work some overtime for a couple weeks and purchase it with real money, whichever one makes you happy, that's your ship. So don't worry about it past that. I do have my own opinion, and I do have one of the starlifters. I did purchase one, and I have my opinion of why I think it was the best purchase for me. The way I looked at it is, all right, you have the A2, right? The A2 has a very specific job. It's the only ship ever designed in the verse to drop the Moab. That's what it does. It hauls the Moab and it drops it on bases. And so when you look at that being the job you want to do, you want a ship that can do that job. There's no other ship in the verse that can do it. It's the only ship that can do it. So the A2 by default is the best ship for that. So if that's what you want to do, the A2 is obviously the best choice, correct? I don't think anybody can debate that, because the M2 and the C2 cannot do that. I also want to quickly apologize for in the background. You might hear some cartoons squealing and screaming cartoons. That's because I have kids, and right now I'm trying to record this quickly while they're in there distracted in the living room because everybody else is gone today. So I got a few minutes to do this, and then I got to get back to that. Space dads, you know exactly what I'm talking about, sitting there in your Sentinel, feeling all cool. You know what I'm talking about, because you're going to get interrupted any minute now. Now, when it comes to the M2 and the C2, all right, what's the job of the lifter? What was it designed to do? It's the only ships in the verse, the only line of ships that was designed to carry heavy equipment into an area and drop them. It's basically a heavy equipment drop ship, right? It drops tanks. It drops the ballista. You can't even fit that stuff in a Carrack. It's the only ships that do it. Now, if you look at the M2 has heavier armor. So when the armor mechanics come in, it's going to be a tougher ship. It has better defenses, has more firepower. When you look at it from that aspect, it's going to be the best ship for dropping tanks and dropping ballistas, isn't it? So by default, it's the best one, because the C2, although it can carry this stuff, doesn't have the added armor bonus. It has less turrets, so it has less firepower. It has smaller coolers. Although it does have more coolers, it has smaller coolers. So it's going to be more stressed when it's under a lot of firepower, taking a lot of hits to its shield and trying to defend itself, trying to burn hard. It's probably going to deal with heat a little worse. It's just not as capable a ship under pressure as the M2 will be for dropping heavy equipment into the battlefield. Now, you could say, well, it's not used. You don't have to use the C2 for it. Could be in peacetime drops, right? Just moving a bunch of ground vehicles around when you're not under stress. Well, that's true. It'll do that, but the M2 would do that too. So, the M2, I think by default, man, it just is better for the job it was designed to do. Now, what I'm seeing is a lot of people that are commodity traders. Commodity traders looking at the C2 because it has this big SCU size. So they're saying to themselves, well, it now has the biggest SCU hauling capability, therefore that's my next ship. That's going to be my main hauler. Well, there's more to life than one stat, In my opinion, when I look at the C2, I don't see any reason to spend money on the C2. Because if I'm hauling equipment, like I've already said, I'm going to go with the M2. If I'm dropping bombs, I'm going to go with the A2. And if I'm hauling commodities, I'll be honest with you, I'm going to go with the Caterpillar. And the reason why I'm going to go with the Caterpillar is because when you look at the modular design of the Caterpillar, it's going to be a way more versatile ship. It has those nice tractor beams. That's going to be a great scrapping ship. You go out there, you get hauling scrap from out in the verse when we got salvage. It's going to be a great ship. Still, it's already been a proven ship that can make bajillions when trade isn't broken as it is. So it's a great commodity ship. It's a cheaper ship. It's a more affordable to operate because those Crusader ships are going to burn fuel. Okay, so it's going to cross the verse fast, cost you less money to operate, cost you less money to own, and it's literally the super trucker's dream of ships for hauling in this game. You know, you got to look at the whole picture. Yeah, you're going to earn a little bit more from a fully loaded C2 than the Caterpillar, but you're going to spend more in operation costs. You're going to spend more in insurance claim. You're going to spend more time waiting on insurance claim, most likely.
Come on, the time is money, my friend. Thank you. Woo!
Time is money, my friend.
Yeah, you miss takes money to make money, and don't make me come down there and kick your Wall Street butt.
We don't know for sure, but I would assume so. You're going to spend more on fuel, you know, and eventually you're going to have to actually start buying that fuel and not just claiming ships. All that stuff cuts into your profits, you know, and if it takes longer to cross the Versa and it takes longer to get down and up, it's probably going to handle good in atmosphere, but it's a larger ship, bulkier, wider ship, and we already seen from the MSR how much fuel they can burn with those engines, those Crusader engines. So to me, I just don't see why I would give up tractor beams and versatility and modular design, which when we get the modular stuff implemented, the Caterpillar is going to have, and be able to do different kinds of jobs. I just can't see being able to give up all that just to have a little extra SCU. I can't rationalize it. So if I was a commodity hauler, I would go with the Caterpillar over the C2 any day of the week. So that's my opinion. My opinion is the M2 if you're looking for a lifter to drop equipment, the A2 to drop bombs, and the Caterpillar if you're a commodity hauler. You know, so yep, that's my opinion. But you guys tell me down in the comments, you know, what do you think? Which one did you buy? Why did you buy it? What do you think? Because like I said, whatever makes you happy is the right one, and that's the right answer. This is just me telling you my thoughts on why I made the purchase I did, why I made the decision to buy the M2. So tell me what you think. Let me know.